Is that Shuja or me?
I said Shuja. Okay. Or you change your name. Shuja, your hands was up, man. Ama ulishikwa na baridi ukaenda bwana, kesho demonstration usishikwa na baridi, tulisema tuzime uzime mic. Hiyo tulikuwa nataka tukodio, yani tukuwe na mkutano nzuri. Ndio maana tulikuwa tunakuomba kwamba uweke ufunge tu mic alafu tutakupatia. Okay. Jason, you want to say something? I think Shuja is still
Yeah, I think when we started, I'd already highlighted some of the the things that stood out for me in the course of that interview. And again, one I have to keep repeating is that that's the most heartless interview that I've ever watched from a head of state, and somebody who is completely out of touch. But I just thought, Hillary, I needed to add one more thing that I probably didn't mention out of the 5 that I mentioned, and it's the the way he conflicted his deputy. I don't know if you caught that, because that was really significant, because it was brought to his attention that for sure the deputy has confessed, has come out and said that there's been abductions and extrajudicial killings and all that. And no, he denied, but denying is not what really struck me the most, but is the point where he said that I am the head of the state. I'm the president. I'm the one who speaks on behalf of the state. Now, that was really significant because it really was trying to communicate that whatever the deputy said, he's not the president. He's not the boss. So you have to take from the boss, not the other person out there. And that really, in my opinion, does it got to a point where people will seem to believe Rigathi more than now. Really, did you ever imagine that we will get to a point that we can imagine that Rigathi is a good person? Like, when Rigathi is better than you actually really the worst of the worst, because you know what Rigathi has been doing and all this time. But when it came out yesterday in that particular statement, it really struck me, because Rigathi has said things that we have seen openly. People have been abducted. We have people that are missing. We have seen people being shot at and dying, and like really bodies falling down in front of our eyes. And that really made me realize that this person, he's completely out of touch. But number 2, there is actually some war going on. And that kind of war is what I'm thinking, that coupled with the kind of movement that is happening, whether Gen Z, all of us and everything, that kind of trouble, coupled with this kind of movement, is one thing that is likely to bring Ruto down. And for me, looking at his demeanor, looking at his, the way he looked, it looked like somebody under siege. It looked like somebody who has been cornered. And now he's out there to try to give a bold face and look like he knows it all and all that. And I thought that was something of worth noting. And finally, Hillary, I want to say this, that even as we talk about the momentum and the movement, I think it's important that this message, we continue making it clear that we gave you time, 2 years. People were patient and everything. Right now, time is up. So we are taking back our country in a very constitutional way. And the reason we are doing that is because you have failed, but not only failing, but you don't seem to understand. Let me underscore something about the finance bill. Even if he talked about he removed some things from the finance bill, one of the things that has troubled me is that the mindset that put those things there. I'm not even concerned about what you removed and what the amendment and everything. But somebody from the onset who even had the thought and the mind of putting them there, that is the kind of people who are leading us. That is actually a demonstration of incompetence, even before we talk about dialogue. Because how do you even get there? Who is advising you? So I think that's what I'm saying, that we do not have a president. We just have a person that maybe is obsessed with wealth and property, and he wants to take pride by probably at one point being the richest man in Africa or wherever. And that is what he's chasing. He's not here to lead. And we must stand up to him.
Okay, Jason, thank you so much. Guys, how many people have problem with internet? How many people have problem to hear us? How many people have problem are struggling to hear us? Can I see by the show of hands? Can you have us clearly? Most of those people who are not a speaker. Can you hear us, guys? Can I have thumbs up or thumbs down? Because Dr. is joining in few minutes. I don't know whether can you hear me? Can you hear, guys? The space is okay or is not okay?
It is